Welcome back to another episode of Accelerate Your Best Life. I am super excited to have you guys.
Good to see y'all. What a great day it is. We got Zack back. I've been doing some whiteboard stuff. I hope you're really tuning into that because honestly, there's a lot of nuggets in it. And, accelerate your best life. We talk about it all the time. A vision of your future. We're not going to the past, but we're talking about the present moment and living there. Because me and Zack was talking a little earlier today, because when you're not living in the present moment and aligned with the universe, you end up only focused on your past. I don't like my past.
I feel like when I get into my past, I become a big victim of my whole entire
Right?
life. Don't you?
Oh, man, it's crazy.
The past is crazy, and the past can truly hold you back. But something that has come to my mind a lot lately, and I feel like we just hit it right on the money right before we got into this video. Me and Tom like to take a minute before we jump into the videos to kind of talk and see what are we inspired to talk about. And this was a big one for us, and it is alignment. Because without alignment, you're going in like you're a river, right? You're kind of just flowing, hitting all the banks, all the edges. Wouldn't you say so?
Yeah, because if you're not in alignment, you're not flowing with what is.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? And it's you hit a lot of banks when you're not in alignment.
Yeah.
You catch yourself actually running against the grain.
And I agree on that 100%.
So what that does, it doesn't make it simple.
I feel like with me, when I feel like I'm really weird about my schedule and a lot of different things. And it starts with the morning for me now, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I get aligned for the day. And that's just one aspect of alignment. Another one for me would be charging my equipment for doing stuff like this, right? I feel good. I know that I'm aligned with how I need to go out and do my productions or planning out my days, right? I feel like there's a lot of different aspects of alignment. For me to get aligned, it started with one thing. So it started with drinking water for me. That's a big one. I don't have it with me right now, but normally I carry a big 1 gallon jug with me. And for my alignment and my consistency, it started with that. And to start with one area and to keep building that up and to keep getting better and find other areas that I could align with this water drinking, right? So now I got my water in place. Now I'm eating my meal preps and I'm eating them at a certain time. Boom. So now you see the alignment for the day is getting all there. Now I put my plans into place of what I need to do or how I need to do stuff. Would you say that that's pretty good for alignment?
Well, it starts with that. There's a lot to be aligned, and it's just the great news. I mean, over the time that we've been together and ever since I've known you, I've watched you just grow leaps and bounds. And I'm sure you've watched me grow leaps and bounds.
For sure.
Just by making simple little choice changes, right?
Yeah.
Identifying what's working and what's not working. Well, we know that this doesn't work, so why don't we try this? Oh, this is working. I feel more motivated. I feel more driven. I'm more focused on my vision of the future, right?
Yeah.
But you're not really, and actually you have your vision of your future, but you bring it right back here, and as you're acting and living in the moment and being aligned, you're playing it in your mind as you're going in your everyday tasks, and you're aware. Yeah. It's more clear. There's no fog, because when that fog is in your mind, you're not aligned. If you're depression, anxiety, you're not aligned. The depression, anxiety is a sign that you've been in your past. Yeah. Or you're living in your past. A lot of people, you either live here, you live too far out there. I'll be happy when I get that. Mm-hmm. What about right here, right now, aligned with who you truly are?
Yeah.
And your truth.
Yeah.
You know, do you know your truth? Do you know who you are?
So for alignment, I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off your track.
Go.
So for alignment, how do you recommend getting back in alignment, getting there, right?
Exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you're conscious of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you think about it before, is all we're doing is identifying our old habits to our new habits.
Yeah, right.
We're identifying what's working, what's not. Because really, our vision, our dream is to be that person, right? You ultimately know who you are. When we came here, when we was born, we was true consciousness. We knew until we hit the world and got a body.
Yeah.
The truth is we're still that. We just don't, we have a shell.
Yeah.
So we get away from who we are, because as we go through life, things start happening. Your onion gets peeling on another peel, and your heart's just covered. But now we're in a point, you get to a point you're so sick and tired of being sick and tired, you start peeling the onion off and start trekking to who you are. And for my aspect, I'm 58. At your young age, it's like I told you the other day, to know what you know at this age, damn, dude, that's awesome.
I really appreciate
it. And it just fires me right up to see, well, here I am. I've learned this. Zach's learning that at that age. So whatever age you are, this can happen now. But it takes good hard work and focus on that, forgetting that, but on your alignment and who your truth is.
Dude, I agree 100%.
How was that? Was that kind of blundering?
Yeah, no, that was actually spot on. And it actually leads right into the next thing of what I want to talk about.
Perfect.
Which is something that you've helped me really develop and see, which is the vision, right?
Right.
And having a vision and being able to see something farther than where you are now. And so one thing that you've inspired me to do a lot, which is meditate, right?
Right.
And I feel like with meditation, you really can visualize. And I will say, for some people, like, doing some meditation stuff is hard. But once you get past the first 2 minutes and you're really kind of settle in and you can really get into the breathing, that's really, man, it's everything.
So let's hold that right there.
Yeah.
When the very first time that you meditated,
Mm-hmm.
did you want to quit?
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
Probably. Within the first 5 minutes.
That's the truth.
And then the next time, okay, I got to sit back and do it again, do it again. And now it's like I can get into it. I still have right when I get in, I got all those crazy thoughts. You start to do your breathing.
And you start settling, and you become one with what is.
Yeah.
And, it's amazing. It just takes practice. But if you do it once, and then you quit,
mm-hmm.
and then you don't do it again for 6 months or a week, it's not progression.
Yeah.
You need to make a commitment, do it once, just go with whatever it is. It doesn't got to look a certain way, but keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Does it get easier?
Oh, yeah.
Do you start to see more of what you desire?
I do. And when I don't, because you don't always got to, like, be a visionary in it, right? Sometimes now I just do it for the peace that it gives me.
And boom. And really accelerate your best life. This world is abundant. There's enough for everybody. But that vision, as you become truly in who you are, the money's out. The money's there. I'm going to say that more than ever. I've chased the money all my life, and now I chase joy, because I've asked this question before. If I had an opportunity to have $1 million versus joy, what would I take? I would take the joy over the money.
Well, here's the thing, too. In this day and age, everyone is, what's the word? They are programmed by these phones and these devices to see, oh, money's everything. Oh, I need this car. I need this. I need that. The next this, the next that, the next this. I need to get in debt. I got to use my credit card. It's okay to spend. It's okay. Buy this, buy now, buy this, buy. And you don't need all of it.
And then what happens? Crash.
Yep. And the more that I've found that I have gone out and bought something just for fun and I didn't work for it and I didn't deserve it, I have felt like I have suffered a little bit more than the peace that I feel like I could have got.
And it's funny you talk about the suffering, because my last board thing, I talked about the suffering and the pain. There's always going to be pain. If you're progressing towards your vision and your dream and your goal, there's going to be pain. Okay? But there's a difference between pain and struggle. So like I was saying, as far as there's always going to be pain if you're chasing your vision, but in the past creates suffering, spending unwisely, not paying attention, It's not having delayed gratification in a sense, because that is what I've learned over the years is delayed gratification. I'd always heard people say that, and I'm thinking, oh God, I got a credit card, I can do this, this, and this, but all it did is it caused the pain.
Yeah.
You know, the suffering. You know, I like the pain going towards my vision versus that putting me in suffering. And the truth is I created the suffering because of my choices.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So that's where I'm
That
at.
also has like no alignment with the vision at the same time, I feel like.
Zero.
I think the biggest thing is we're in a really consumer-driven world, right? And we have these phones in our faces that show all this wealth and all this stuff, but really, if you take a minute to get off your phone for like a week, it's crazy. For me, I'm a big camper, right? I like to go out, I like to go camping and disconnect from it all, because you'll see that there is much more for life than just consumerism and all this stuff, but also having a vision. Oh man, I'm
having a vision. When you have that vision, I know what you're trying to say. When you have that vision, when you're aligned and have a vision, you're magnetized to the vision. So it's what happens when you're in alignment. You're seeing that in your mind. You're acting as if you already have that. You're magnetizing, and actually the vision is coming at you. The flip side of that is, if you've chose suffering, where you at? You're back in your past.
Okay, I remembered it. You will always have pain in your life.
Always.
Right?
If you're going places.
There's always going to be some sort of kind of pain that you will endure in your life. But what do you get to choose it? Are you going to choose not to do anything and lay down and let life happen for you and dictate
and sit
where you
in
go?
suffering?
Yep, and sit in the suffering. Or are you going to choose the pain to, all right, I'm going to make something of myself. I'm going to make something of my life. There is two different pains that you can choose, and it's up to you to choose that, right? Mm-hmm. You can let life happen for you. Man, I'm a victim. He did this. Tom ruined me. Tom took all my money. Tom did this. Well, sometimes you got to own it and take ownership in your life. And
there ain't sometimes. You always
got to take ownership. I did this. I did that. The moment that you accept that everything that has happened in your life and where you're at is your fault, man, you get so much clarity, right? You get so much. Where you are at in your life is a result of all the actions that you have made, all the decisions that you have made, and it's crazy, because from a year ago to where I am now, I have started taking a lot of different action, and I am a completely different person than I was a year ago. A little less than a year ago, me and Tom had gotten into starting all this, and there was a talk that we'd had one night that I had just been like, man, who the heck have I been the last 2 years, 3 years? And then starting to dive into digesting who I've been, how I've been acting, my reactions, and starting to take it down. Then, okay, all right, now I've gone through the last few years. Let's start to kind of digest the years before that. What's kind of gone on? What's this trauma? What's this trauma? What's this trauma? Not staying back there. So all this is in time frames. It's not like I just took all this on at once and I'm depressed. All the life is happening for me, not to me. And once you can develop that mindset too, holy crap. But you start to digest the past, and okay, this has happened. This has helped. This has made me this person, but I don't want to be connected to this anymore. Now I can detach from this idea, this thought, this principle that is built into my head of this is who I am. No, it's not who you are, and you can change. You can change. You can change. You can change. These people that get so complacent that sit and are like, well, that's just who I am. Those people piss me off the most, because that is not true. You can always change. Change does happen. You just have to choose. If you choose and you take the action, right?
Absolutely.
Whew, sorry, there's my rant.
No, I love it. But you know that, and there's a passion behind that, because it's the truth.
Yeah.
You've saw the flip side of it. You flipped the switch back then.
You get tired of of not following through, and that's such a big
Well,
thing.
because you're lying to yourself, right?
You are, and you shoot so many holes in your self-confidence. Even if it was like, hey, I'm gonna take the garbage out and do the dishes tonight, go home, get in bed, and go to sleep, right?
I'll get them tomorrow.
Yep, I'll get them tomorrow. I'll get them tomorrow. I'll get them tomorrow. I'll get them tomorrow. How many times do you say that? How many times is it put off tomorrow? How many times is it put off tomorrow? Okay, if it's put off tomorrow, did you put a list for a time that you're gonna do it tomorrow? Because if I put it off tomorrow, I'm putting a time on it. Because I have got to do it. I've got to follow through. You've got to put some kind of accountability. And you can't say you're going to do stuff and then just spank yourself. I didn't do it. I didn't follow through.
My bad.
Poor me, poor this. No. Screw that. You got to take accountability and action for your own life. No one is going to do it for you. No one is coming to save you. There's so many lessons that I've seen in my life of no one coming to save you. And so many people that I know that are like, no, something's going to save me. Or I got to find a third party this. I got to do this and this. No, you got to look inside. Look in the mirror. Look at who you are being. You got to take that action to become who you want to be, that vision. And it's all about getting aligned, right?
It's all about alignment. I just tell you, and it's, I'll tell you one thing right now. The most powerful force in the universe. You want to know the most powerful force in the universe?
Can I take a guess?
Huh?
Can I take a guess?
Absolutely.
Shoot, I got two answers for this. I'm going to say...
But I'll give you the right answer.
Okay, I'll let you do the right answer.
You want me to just do the right answer?
Yeah,
and it's not about being right. I just know that it works, and I know it to be a truth.
Yes.
It's love.
Well, I thought you were going to say it's within you or it's God. But
And that's love. And it's God's
deep?
love.
Isn't that deep?
I'm love. You're love.
You're enough.
If you choose love, that's where your power is. That's when you know for a flying fact that you're in alignment. If you are coming from a space of love, regardless of the circumstance, you're in alignment. You're going to have a lot of shit coming at you, but if you respond in love, trust, accountability, a do-it mentality, you're aligned with your vision. And if you don't, you end up back more in your past. Would you agree?
I agree 100%. I don't think I could have said that any better, bro.
It's just, I've experienced a lot in my life, dude, and I used to always, even with my kids, well, if you do this, and it's back to the love and unconditional love, right? There's love with condition, there's love without condition. Because if you did something and I didn't agree with it or judge you for it, that's not who I am. That's not love, right? If I looked at you and said, you can do better, I believe in you, it's your choice. You made the choice. You can make a new choice. That's water under the bridge. Let's move forward. Let's get forgiveness. Let's keep stepping. Okay, because we can all make mistakes. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I'm not perfect.
For sure not. For sure not.
Yeah.
But that energy, because life is energy and vibration, and that has to do with alignment. So if your energy is loving, without condition, you're aligned. That's just the truth.
It's powerful.
Took me a long time to figure it out. Because I used to have my kids, if you do this, I'll love you, or it's got to be this way, this way, this way. And I never got anywhere with them.
Yeah.
Other than them pissed at me, right? And did I really have that right to tell them how their journey should be? I'm not. I'm a steward of my children. They're God's children. I'm a steward to set an example. You can sit and tell somebody in the face all day long and not get anywhere with them. Or you can be an example. Be accountable, take action, make new choices, believe, and stay aligned.
Stay true to your word.
There it is.
Dude.
It's all about your word.
Man, honestly, I'm just kind of blown away by that. I think love is truly so, so powerful. And at the end of the day, rolling back to the person I am and my values, that's probably one of the strongest, because I just want to love people. I want people to feel loved. But I think that's that inner God in me too, you know, because I think we all have a God and universe within ourselves.
Absolutely. We're in alignment. That's your alignment.
Yeah.
Without that alignment, there's no power.
I agree.
There's just no power.
You are so inspiring.
I've found it to be true.
Yeah.
You know, and my life goes so much better. But to get to that alignment is exactly what you said. I believe the mornings are powerful.
I think so too.
If you're missing the mornings and you're struggling, change it. You can tell yourself you're not a morning person. There is magic in the mornings, and I'm going to say that time and time again. If you say, oh, that's too early to get up, that's your choice. Keep struggling. Go ahead.
Sorry, I would just encourage at least get up 30 minutes earlier than what you normally do.
Give yourself 10 to 15 minutes minimum.
And make that your like serious you time. Like when have you done a 10-minute, 5-minute meditation just for you? Have you given your brain that kind of a break? These phones are crazy, and we don't realize that we don't give our brain a break as much as we want to. You may think when you're sleeping you're giving your brain a rest, but your brain is sitting there all night categorizing what's happened the day before. I'm putting this here, I'm trying to make this feel good. It's science, and you can even look that kind of stuff up. It's crazy. I encourage you to take a moment of mindfulness. Be mindful for yourself. Tell yourself, I'm going to take care of me. Get up extra half hour early. Make that coffee, that drink, something that you like, just to get into it, and do a nice meditation. And if that's not for you, I encourage you to write some stuff out.
But don't look at your phone first thing in the morning. If you look at your morning, what you do very first thing is a direct reflection of how your day is going to be. Yeah. And I will promise you that.
I agree. What
you speak when you first get out of bed, this is a great day, I'm going to make it happen, I'm going to create, that's exactly what you're going to do. Or, oh shit.
It's another day.
Another day. I got to go to work. God, today's going to be a shitty day. What do you get?
Shitty day.
You just spoke it, for hell's sakes. Think about it. But I was going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
If you were a betting man, is there people out in the world that's never heard of meditation?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
If I was a betting man, I'd bet 80% of people.
I think that's pretty
I think the move's on. I think there's more people doing it today than before because people are searching for peace.
Yeah.
I wish I knew that exact number, but I'll bet. And if you're tuned in here and you've never experienced meditation and this is new to you, just trust the process. I promise you it will help you. It will make you think different. It will help you change your habits to working for you. Because if you're not meditating, depending on where you are, the world's a shit sandwich.
I agree. And now, I know this is a little bit different, but me and you come from way different generations.
Absolutely,
right?
do. Absolutely.
So if you get up and you're a phone type of person, I just encourage you, download a meditation app. Normally they have 5, 10, 20, and 30-minute sessions. I encourage you to do the 10-minute session. And that is going to get you off your phone for a while. If you're not going the phone route and you're trying to find some way to kind of have the morning be a little bit better, I do encourage, don't get on your phone, but do some self-writing, do some self-journaling in the morning, do some stuff. Maybe you had a really cool dream, write your dream down. Because the other thing is, you may think that you will never read these. There's so many times that I just flip back in an old journal and I'm like, dang, that day happened. Or that dream, that dream.
That's right? Funny you say that. I was just going through a box.
Yeah.
And where I am right now, 5 years ago I wrote this. And it's becoming real.
And it's creepy, isn't it?
It's not.
Creepy cool.
Creepy cool.
It's not. Really
it's knowing. I wrote that into existence. That's the power writing has.
So let me tell you,
I wrote that into existence.
You have inspired me with that too. Writing into existence is so powerful. And there is a note that I have in my wallet that I pull out about I forget about it a lot, but I pull it out about every 2 months when I'm like, oh shoot. And I look at it, and it's all the things that I want to do or achievements or who I want to be. And I'm like, wow, I'm half of this person already. I started doing this. I started doing that. I started doing...
Yes.
Whoa!
And it's like an elephant. You know how you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
You don't just eat the whole thing?
No, wow, that'd choke you.
You would too, right?
Right, but you think about that, and it's going to boil down to self-authoring. You just got to be raw, real with yourself. Get raw and get real with who you are. Self-author your life. You know what works for you and what doesn't. And take baby steps. You got to crawl before you can walk, right?
100%.
Got training wheels before you get on your bike.
Yep. There's always some kind of learning curve before.
Yeah, but
right?
just be kind and loving to yourself. You've got to give yourself credit. Understand that you're progressing and that it doesn't happen overnight. Okay? There's overnight successes. You hear about them all the time on YouTube. But at some point, they've went through challenge.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
And a growth pattern.
Oh, yeah.
Because, and I'm going to stand to this, 2 to 5 years. I'll guarantee you, if you do what we talk about, for 6 months, your life will be different. And then you take it from there and you step out another 6 months, so in a year, it's going to be different. Just by making conscious choices, working on how do I get aligned?
Yep.
Conscious of that every day. Asking, how do I get aligned? How do I get aligned? I want to be aligned. This is what, you got to sometimes talk to yourself.
Ask yourself, does this align with me? Does
this
align with
Is
my
this
values?
who I am?
Yeah.
Am I making the perfect choice? It's okay to take some time to discern.
Yeah.
Before I never discerned, I'd just make a quick decision. And that was a quick decision to failure.
Yeah.
Without taking a breath, observing, and then deciding. Slow it down. Slow is fast.
Meditation
Wouldn't you
slows
agree?
you down a ton.
Yeah, and that's what meditation does. And you guys may think we're crazy, but I promise you, we have our shit. We have our crazy days. Is our life, sometimes we come across as picture perfect? Maybe. That's not true. We know what you're going through. We know what you got to do. And that's just take action, be accountable, and love yourself.
I agree 100%. I don't think I could have said that any better.
So with that being said, we love everybody. Catch us on the next one. The next one's going to be another whiteboard presentation. I challenge you to look at my presentations. I got some good ideas there that kind of helps you with alignment. Everybody's different. You're going to do it in a different way, but I just do challenge people to do the meditation in the morning.
Yep.
If you have to do the gym at night, whatever those blocks of times are to get everything in the day and to be efficient with your day. And that's how you can do in 3 days what you normal people do in 5 or 7.
Yep.
But it's just being efficient and conscious.
Yep.
And aware, right? So.
Yep. 3 days in one.
But just love yourself, care about yourself, see yourself in whatever that is you desire. And we love you. I'm so grateful that you're here. I'm glad to have Zack back for a week. He's been gone because of the whiteboard, but we're kind of doing that off a little bit. He's got a lot of stuff going on, creating other videos just to accelerate your best life. So I'm grateful to have him back periodically to kind of go over some stuff. And we just talk about how we got where we are and what we've faced and how we move forward. And it's just an accountability partner, right?
Yep.
It's kind of hard to just do it on your own. I challenge you to get an accountability partner.
I challenge you as well.
But much love from Accelerate Your Best Life. Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it. If you got a nugget out of this video, we just ask that you share it around on your socials. We're just trying to grow the channel that much more and get out there. We really appreciate you guys tuning in and watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.